Recently, I've been trying out a new cleaning brand. They're called Filthy Clean. They are an Australian brand. They are zero waste, which makes me really happy. So there's no plastic packaging. They're also low tox, which means no nasty chemicals going into the waterways and being used in the household. So that also makes me really happy. And another big tick for me is that they're not tested on animals. For me personally, I don't buy cleaning products and cosmetics that are tested on animals, so that is a big win for me. Full disclaimer, they did send me a bunch of their products to try out in exchange for my honest opinion, so that is what I'm going to do today. This is what came in the starter pack. So I got a pack of wool dryer balls. There are 6 in there. They are 100% New Zealand wool. There's no chemicals or synthetics. The balls are reusable for 1,000 dry loads. They are a natural softener alternative. So I know people use these a lot instead of fabric softeners in their washing load. You just need to put 3 balls into the dryer with your laundry and off you go. I did notice they're made in China, so if that is a thing for you, that's something to keep in mind. Now, I don't actually have a clothes dryer. I just hang my clothes out on the clothes horse when we have wet weather. I'm in Brisbane, so that usually does the trick and it dries. But I'm going to give these to my sister who lives in a more damp climate, and she does have a dryer, so she can try those out. I think she'll get a lot of use out of those. I got a 3-pack of their kitchen cloths. I've got one that I haven't used yet. This one I've been using, it's about to go into the wash because they are machine washable. And the other one is hanging over my sink at the moment. I have been really happy with these. They're very absorbent and they do squeeze out really easily. They actually dry really quickly on the sink. So if that's something that you're looking for, that's a good thing. I actually like my cloths at the sink staying a little bit damp so you can just grab it and wipe up spills without having to wet it all the time. I haven't noticed it getting smelly. I usually chuck it in the wash every couple of days and get a fresh one out. If I've wiped up some milk or egg or any protein like that, I'll chuck it in the wash every day. So I definitely haven't noticed any smells in that short time frame, and that's why it's good to have the 3 so you can keep them in rotation. The kitchen cloths are multi-purpose. You can use them for whatever. You could even use them in the bathroom and around the house if you like, but for me, I'm using them as kitchen cloths. It says holds 12 times its weight in water. They are very absorbent. You can throw them into the wash. 100% plant-based and compostable. So at the end of their life, you can throw it into your home compost, or I guess if it goes into landfill, at least it's not adding any more microplastics to the environment. Next up are the dishwashing detergent sheets. They come in a box of 80. This is a fresh lemon smell. I do believe they have a range of scentless items on their website in case you don't want the scent. They are plant-based, vegan, cruelty-free, plastic-free packaging, and it's an Australian-owned company. They are also septic safe, so that's important if you live in an RV or if you are on property and you've got a septic system. So let's go see how these guys work. So it is as simple as opening the box, and inside you will just find these sheets. Grab one out for the dishwasher. As you can see, I've had a lot of problem in my dishwasher with powders leaving this white residue, which I'm really not happy with. So I'm going to be testing these sheets for the next 6 months or so, and I really want to see if they avoid leaving that white residue. So I'm not going to be able to find that out straight away. That's more of a long-term experiment. So all you need to do is shove it in your powder tab so that it will just release that into the dishwasher as it's running. So let's go. You can actually use the dishwasher sheets for hand washing as well. And what I've been doing, because these sheets are quite big and I don't want to waste the whole one in the sink if I'm just hand washing a few items. So I've just been ripping them into quarters and just using a quarter. So you just throw it into the water, let it dissolve, and it just ends up being like dishwashing detergent. Next up are the laundry detergent sheets. This one is Peach Blossom. I don't really love the scents of all these things, to be honest. They smell artificial to me, and I'm not a fan of artificial scents. To me, clean doesn't have a smell, so if I order some of these in the future, I will be going for unscented. The same deal, there's 80 sheets, so we're just going to grab one out. And you literally just throw it into the washing machine. So that works for front loader and top loader. While the dishwasher and the washing machine are doing their thing, I will show you the toilet cleaning sheets. This is only a 40 pack. It's half the size of the other ones. And again, it is zero waste, low tox, not tested on animals, and you're going to get a box of sheets. If you don't want to see a toilet bowl, then scroll past this bit. Just grab one of the toilet cleaning sheets, chuck it into the bowl, and just let it dissolve for 15 to 30 seconds. While that's happening, you can go and wipe down your lid and your seat and do all the other bits. And then you can just grab your brush, just help the dissolving process if you want to speed it up. I'm a bit impatient. And then you just scrub your bowl with your brush as you usually would. It does actually give quite a lather, so that is good and helps with the cleaning process. And that's it, easy as. I have been actually happy with how everything is coming out, nice and clean. My personal pet peeve with dishwashers is that they leave watermarks on things. So that is why I actually prefer hand washing. The sheets are cleaning it, it's just the way that it's drying. The clothes have been coming out really clean as well, just as they would with other detergents that I've used. So no complaints there. I actually don't even really notice a smell at all in the clothes after it's washed. So even though the detergent sheet as it goes in has that scent, I can't smell it on the clothes afterwards, so I prefer that, although I know some people might prefer a scent on the clothes, so that might be something that you do or don't like. Overall, I'm actually really happy with the products. They're super easy to use. I love that they're zero waste, low tox, and not tested on animals, so that makes me really happy. Probably my only concern is the price. They are a lot more than what I would spend on cleaning products, so I'll have to see how we go in the future, but I'm going to test through all of these products and see how I feel at the end of it. But so far so good. They are an Australian brand, so if you want to support Aussie, that's a good way to go. However, they are made in China, so just bear that in mind if that is a thing for you. Until next time.